Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions.
Latinos for Trump, I love that. Give me that sign.
Latina for Trump, and I'm very proud to vote for Mr. Trump because he's for law and order. And he wants things to be right. You have to come into this country legally.
Who are you voting for? Trump or?
Trump.
Trump?
Trump.
Okay, why?
What? For the freedom.
For the freedom?
For the Republican.
Okay.
For the family.
Okay.
For the moral. For the principles.
Okay.
Citizenship on day one. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 14th Amendment, though, says that, quote, all persons born in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an executive action?
We're going to have to get a change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it. We're the only country that has it.
Through an executive action?
You know, we're the only country that has it.
The report is Trump and ICE is going to be offering American citizens $1,500 for every illegal immigrant they turn in. $1,500, that's a stimmy right there.
Welcome back to the channel where we break down the bold, the baffling, and the downright wild. Latinos for Trump FAFO season continues, with Trump and ICE offering $1,500 per illegal immigrant turned in by an American citizen. It's clear that the stake just got higher. And here is the irony. Many Latino voters backed Trump during the 2024 elections, believing in his promises, and now they're experiencing firsthand what they voted for, which is mass deportations. It's not like most did not know, and I'm sure that even for those who don't really understand English that well, you cannot get not to understand the word mass deportation and deportation, especially when you're living in a country illegally. And as people have been asking, like, how did an illegal immigrant vote? Not necessarily that illegal immigrants had to vote, but they have family members who are actually documented and are living in the States legally, but they voted against their family members living in the States. They voted for their family members to be deported, and this is what's gonna happen to them come 2025. I've gathered a few videos for you guys that I want us to watch together. Credits belongs to every single person that you'll be seeing on this screen, the original creator of these videos. You can kindly go check them out on their TikTok accounts or any other social media platform, maybe using the names that you see of their TikTok account. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Gracey D. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel, give this video a like, turn on your notification bell so that every time we post a new episode, you always be the first ones to be notified. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Let's dive right ahead to the video and we'll come back with more commentary.
Who are you voting for? Trump or?
Trump.
Trump?
Trump.
Okay, why?
What? For the freedom.
For the freedom?
For the Republican.
Okay.
For the family.
Okay.
For the moral. For the principles.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Trump 2024.
So, do you think, like, what do you think would happen if Kamala wins?
No, Kamala no win.
If
Kamala won, destroyed America, is the United States. If Kamala won, Kamala destroyed the United States.
She destroys the United States.
Yeah, and Biden destroyed this country. Do you know the immigration? Do you know the price, the food?
Yeah, inflation.
Yeah. Latinos for Trump, I love that. Give me that sign. So let me say this. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia.
I'm Hispanic.
And is this a setup? Did I ever meet you before? Huh?
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump.
Just say hello real quick.
Yes, I'm a Latina for Trump, and I'm very proud to vote for Mr. Trump because he's for law and order. And he wants things to be right. You have to come into this country legally. You can't just come in here in here and having illegal people costs $113 billion a year to support them. With that money, it should be for Americans, for veterans.
4 million families in America who have mixed immigration status. So I'm talking about parents who might be here illegally, but the kids are here legally. Your borders are.
You're talking about separation.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are two aspects to this. Your borders are, Tom Homan said, they can be deported together. Correct. Is that the plan?
Well, that way you keep well, I don't want to be breaking up families. So the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Well, what you going to do if they want to stay with the father? Look, we have to have rules and regulations. You can always find something out like, this doesn't work, that doesn't work.
Citizenship on day one. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 14th Amendment, though, says that, quote, all persons born in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an executive action?
We're going to have to get a change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it. We're the only country that has it.
Through an executive action?
We're the only country that has it. Do you know, if somebody sets a foot, just a foot, 1 foot, you don't need two, on our land, congratulations, you are now a citizen of the United States of America. Yes, we're going to end that because it's ridiculous.
Through executive action?
Well, if we can.
You voted for a man who doesn't care about you at all. And he's made it very clear. Whenever he talks about the immigrants and he calls them rapists and murderers, killers, and garbage and scum and the worst, they're sending their worst over here. He's talking about you too, and me, because to him, we're all the same. If he was walking down the street and he saw you and one of the people that had just crossed the border, he wouldn't be able to tell you apart, and to him, it doesn't make a difference. We're all the same. They don't care. They just want to get rid of the immigrants. And I don't know if you know this or not, but there's a man named Stephen Miller that's probably going to be on Trump's cabinet. He's going to be one of his cabinet members, and he's going to be in charge of the deportation actions, right? And that man, Stephen Miller, wants to change the laws so that they can take away naturalization. You think that piece of paper that you have, if you have it, if you've become a naturalized citizen, you think that piece of paper makes you different. But in their eyes, you're not different. I was born here, and I'm not different to them, to those people. The way they think, I'm just like all the rest of them. To them, I'm the same. So that piece of paper is not going to save you. And they're trying to make laws now. They're in the process of figuring out what they have to do to change the law to take away that naturalization citizenship. They're also looking into taking away natural born citizens, people who came here and had kids here that were born here. They're looking to take that away as well. Unless you were born here to legal citizens, that's the only way you're going to get to stay, if they have their way. Now, there were thousands of people on TikTok trying to warn you about that, what that man really was. I was on here, not making videos, but I was on here posting comments and texting people and talking to people on here and trying to get them to understand who that man really is. But y'all chose to ignore it. I don't know what it is you thought you were accomplishing by voting for that man. You think that they're going to see you as an equal, or they're going to treat you like a white man or whatever. No. They're going to get you out of here. All they wanted was your vote. They got it now. They don't need you anymore. And they're looking to get you out of here. Right? Now, I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe somebody in his cabinet can convince him, hey, it's not a good idea to deport these people. They're a big portion of our workforce. And if we deport them, the economy is going to go to shit. I don't know. Maybe they can convince him. And if they do, well, lucky you. But if they don't, you are the prime target. And you voted for it, even though we tried to warn you. So anything that happens to you, it's your own goddamn fault. You voted for it. That's what you wanted. That's what you're going to get. I have no sympathy for you. Sorry. For all of you who didn't vote for him, I'm sorry that you're going to have to go through this. I truly am sorry. And that's my message to the Latinos for Trump. You won. Congratulations.
The report is Trump and ICE is going to be offering American citizens $1,500 for every illegal immigrant they turn in. $1,500, that's a stimmy right there. Before the election, I was all down for border control, passed the Senate bill. I was all for that shit. But since a lot of you motherfuckers voted for Trump, a lot of y'all, I don't give a fuck no more. I'm gonna get me some of that money. If they offering $1,500 to turn in a legal immigrant, oh, I'm gonna be out there on the prowl, the fucking prowl. I'm gonna get me a house off you motherfuckers for the decision y'all made. So, $1,500 to any American city who can turn in a legal immigrant. And me, I got a little pool. I know where a lot of them at. I'm gonna give me a motherfucking house off you motherfuckers. Since y'all don't want Kamala, y'all get the nightmare, and I'm gonna get paid off this shit. So, come on, Trump. Man, me a lot of stimmies going around this month. A lot of stimmies for the decision y'all made. That's $1,500 per illegal immigrant. I'm gonna try to turn in about 3,000 of them motherfuckers.
If you live in Missouri, they want you to be a rat. For $1,000, they want you to snitch out on your homies without papeles. At least that's what the last bill introduced in the Missouri Senate says. This bill will give residents $1,000 for reporting migrants who have entered the country without proper documentation. And it was introduced by this pedazo de basura, David Gregory from the Republican Party. One question though, how are you supposed to know that somebody's here without proper documents? Is it because perhaps they look a certain way, so you get to make that assumption? I'm sure they'll be very careful. But Senate Bill 72 would develop the Missouri Illegal Alien Certified Bounty Hunter Program. And if anyone in Missouri is detained without proper documents, they will be guilty of trespass by illegal alien, and they will not be able to receive any public benefit, vote on any election, get a permit or license to drive, or ever become a legal resident in the state. Civil rights attorney says that this is some Nazi Germany stuff. I agree. It opens the door for people to be blatantly racist and also deems people as second-class human beings. People that oppose bills like that agree that it will be terrible for the U.S. economy, especially for agriculture. But I honestly think that this is less about protecting people, because that's what they're trying to make it seem like they're going after bad guys in this bounty hunter program. More about fear-mongering, making a statement about people that are welcome or not. Some of the stuff in that bill doesn't even make sense. Like, people without proper documents can't vote already. They already don't have access to a lot of public programs. If you made it this far, please help me spread the word. Y'all better not snitch out your tios and primos for $1,000. If you do, you get the chancla. Dios.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say out loud what a lot of Republican politicians and conservative Americans are saying privately amongst each other. Donald Trump did a phenomenal job of convincing the majority of Latino voters in the United States to cast their ballots for him. Why? Because for many to most Latinos, immigration is as an important issue for them as it is for non-Latinos. Meaning, publicly, the party line is, we're not against immigration, we just want it to be done legally. BS. Mentiras. If you don't know this, I am Cuban. Both of my parents were born in Cuba. I was raised in Miami, which is a minority-dominated city and county. Latinos make up the majority of Dade County, of Miami. Most of my family are Republicans. So what I'm about to share with you is speaking from my own personal experience. This is my truth. Most of my family members don't even want more legal immigration from Latinos. They want less. For example, Venezuela and the sad situation there. So many of my Cuban family members and former classmates, Cuban friends of mine from Miami. Miami's got too many Venezuelans already. We don't want any more Venezuelans. Many to most Latinos and Republicans are just against immigration legally and especially illegally. But they don't want to say that publicly. And you know what? That's my experience, my truth. You don't have to agree with me. This is my experience and my truth, my family, my friends. And I think that explains a lot why Trump decisively won with Latino voters. And if you are a Black American, this I'm very curious about. I would love to hear from your perspective, or perspectives, I mean. Why do you all think Donald Trump won decisively with Black men? I'm curious about that as well. Lots to think about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And remember, keep it classy, keep it cute.
Yeah, guys, that is what's happening. Actually, ICE and Trump administration is now starting to offer American citizens 1,500 per illegal immigrant that you turn in. I mean, it sounds like a good business, especially at this time when there is no good jobs, when jobs are not that much and maybe the pay is not that good. Imagine just turning in your neighbor, in your illegal immigrant neighbor, to get 1,500. I mean, sounds like a good deal, right? But yeah, I know sounds crazy when I say that. Of course, I wouldn't wish on anyone to be deported back to their country, because if you're living in a country illegally, it's because it was no better in your country. Like, let's just say it as it is. For so many people who go to the United States of America and live there illegally, it's because it was not any better in their country, and that's why they even choose to live in a country with no documents. Live in a country when you are undocumented, live in a country that it's anytime that ICE would come knocking on your door and tell you to pack your things. No, they don't even give you time to pack your things. That's what I heard. Instead, they take you to a cell or a prison. I don't know how they do it, but there must be some sort of a process that they get there. But I heard from other people is that they don't even give you time to gather your belongings. No, you don't get that when ICE comes for you. So it's gonna be crazy if people are now gonna start calling, "Hello ICE, this is Gracey calling, and I want to turn in my neighbor who is an illegal immigrant, and this is the address." I don't know how they're planning to pay people that money. I mean, I heard there's so many illegal immigrants in the United States of America. Imagine this money going to people just because of turning people in, whereby they can easily turn this money into something good, or maybe they can just put this money into the veterans affairs held that they said they are going to take it away and help the citizens that really need this money. I've seen people on the streets of United States of America, like a place like Washington, D.C. I've seen so many homeless people that don't have anywhere to go. So if they have money to give people for turning in illegal immigrants, then why do you not have money for all those people that are suffering on the streets, for all those people that cannot afford rent and they have to sleep in their cars, they have to sleep in tents? It's quite sad. But then again, Latinos, this is what most of you voted for. I mean, 60% of Hispanic people voted red, and some of you have so many illegal parents, maybe, or illegal aunts, illegal sisters. Maybe your dad is illegal in this country, and now they're gonna get deported, which is quite crazy, because you all voted for this, for your families to be deported. And I saw on this first clip on Latinos actually cheering in Latinos for Trump. And this woman boldly stood in front of the people and took that microphone and said, "We want Trump to deport all illegal immigrants because we don't want them here. You have to come to this country legally." And I believe some of these people that are saying this, some of them, they actually got into that country illegally. Or some of them, your parents got to this country illegally, like long time ago. But just because you were born in the United States of America by illegal immigrants' parents, now you think that everyone who's used the same path that your parents have used, they've done something wrong to this country, and you think you're better than them. That is so much hate, especially towards your own community. I've seen every other race apart from the melanated race, but every other race, or most of the races that I see in the United States of America, they always to try to fit in. When we've clearly seen it's like they're too slow to get these or to understand that they'll never fit in, that they'll never belong, and they'll never be one of them. But maybe they don't want to accept these. I mean, this is the hardest, pill for them to swallow, because I mean, you all know what I mean. There are some things that I don't want to say here that people would start thinking bad of me, or maybe I'll be breaking some guidelines that I don't want to. But yeah, this is what has been trending. Now people are being paid to turn in illegal immigrants. And there are people who like no illegal immigrants, that they're gonna turn them in because they're like, you voted for this and this is what you're gonna get. We're giving you what you voted for. So I don't know how this is gonna be done, but I actually feel sorry for the parents, or for the Latinos that actually voted blue, for Latinos that didn't vote for this, and then now they have to pay this because some other people or some other Latinos thought she was good because they want a better nation in the United States of America. They want a country with morals. There's so much that Latino for Trump want. But also this clip that said Venezuelans living in this state, I've forgotten the name, they're saying there's so many Venezuelans here. We don't want any more Venezuelans. I mean, you're Venezuela and you don't want your people coming to this land of milk and honey. You don't want them to come and hustle like you're hustling. Why is there so much hate from all these immigrants towards their own people, the ones living in the United States of America? They don't want their fellow people to come to this country. Why is there so much hate? I mean, this is so crazy. It's like me if I go to the United States of America and I'll be like, no, I don't want any of my people coming here. I don't want any more of my people coming in this country. No, like, they're gonna take our jobs away. Like, you didn't create those jobs for yourself. You got those jobs there. And you definitely took those jobs. You most probably took those jobs from other people. Because most of the people that are saying this, as I've heard from other people, is that even the money that you work for or you go to these jobs for, American citizens would not go do those jobs because you're taking these jobs at the lowest pay, that it's even hard for you to sustain yourself in the United States of America. You see, and that's now you don't want any other immigrants coming in the country because you're feeling threatened. I don't know. I've been asking myself why. Is it that because you guys feel threatened? Is it that because you feel your jobs are going to be taken away? Or why would you Latinos not want any other Latinos coming in the United States of America? Why you, who your parents got in this country illegally, don't want illegal immigrants in this country? And that's the same way that your parents used to get in this country. I don't get to understand it, but you can tell me if you're a Latino that voted red, if you're a Latino that voted for mass deportation because you are a legal citizen of United States of America, or you are a legal immigrant in the United States of America. Why do you want your people to be deported back home? Is there any good reason apart from that you hate your people? Because that's all I can think of. Let me know what are your reasons on the comment section, and also what your thoughts are on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this part. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, kindly consider subscribing, and until the next episode, bye.